Hello, it is Thursday, which means that it is Thoughts on Thursday. How have you been? What have I been up to? I have spent a not insignificant amount of time styling a wig over the past few days, and I have learned a couple of things. The first thing I have learned is that it's a lot easier to do plaits when you can see them. The second thing I have learned is that I have a really big head. Sometimes in photos I think my head is disproportionately large, but then I just think, no, you're imagining it, it's just the angle. You have a completely average sized head. But no, it actually turns out I do have a massive head. I finished Daredevil last night. I can't remember the last time I binge watched something. Although I guess it must have been before I started making daily videos because time. I made an exception for Daredevil. Do you ever start a series and just think the most productive thing I can do right now is just finish it? Because until I do, the story is just going to be in my head and I'm not going to be able to do anything else. Because this is how I got with Daredevil. But that's what I love about stories. They can become important and all-encompassing. They can make you happy or sad. They can take you out of your normal life. You can use them to escape or you can use them to help you understand the world you live in. They can inspire you. What films do you go to when you want to be inspired? For me, it's Brassed Off and Mr. Holland's Opus. Check them out if you haven't seen them. I always find it interesting how just an hour-and-a-half long film can entirely change my outlook. Like Yes Man, the Jim Carrey film, and the book that it's based on by Danny Wallace. I watched it and read it, and it didn't make me start saying yes to everything, but it did make me less scared of saying yes to things. And it made me more open to new experiences. And it's a good film and a good book, but it's not in my top 50 favourite films or my top 50 favourite books. And yet, it has changed my life. Not in a dramatic, I have seen the light kind of way. Wonderful sound effect, mouse. But in a subtle, everyday kind of way. Who knows if I would be making YouTube videos now if I hadn't seen that film or read that book. The power of stories. I guess a good question for today is, has a story changed your life? And if so, what is that story? Any medium. It could be a dramatic change, it could be an everyday subtle outlook shift kind of thing, like Yes Man is for me. Or it could be something like Brassed Off that you just use when you need it to inspire you or make you happy or sad. Lots of options. That's it for this week's Thoughts on Thursday. I'm not going to have a Thoughts on Thursday up next week because the latest I can film it is Monday, and I think that's a bit too early to film a video that's supposed to be about what I'm thinking about right now. The Thursday after that I will be in Belfast and hopefully I will bring a Thoughts on Thursday to you from there. Tomorrow's video is going to be up on Sunday instead, so I hope you have a good Friday and I'll see you on Saturday.